That's why you shouldn't drink coffee. Estrella Graciela worked in an office. She was the manager and she liked to mistreat the other employees just for fun. One day, one of them, already tired of the mistreatment, decided to get revenge and put laxative in Estrella Graciela's coffee. She drank her coffee without realizing it and decided to go home because she didn't feel like working anymore. While she was driving her car, Estrella Graciela started to feel some strange pains in her stomach, so she decided to hurry up to get home and use the bathroom. When she arrived, she tried to open her car door and strangely, it was stuck. She became desperate, but she couldn't get out. Unfortunately, Estrella Graciela couldn't hold it and pooped herself. For this reason, you shouldn't watch YouTube at 3 in the morning. Celeste Lucia and Blanca Quintana, Blanca Cristina, were two very adventurous sisters. That night, they had asked their father for permission to camp in the backyard of their house. He said yes, since there wouldn't be any danger. They set up the tent, made a campfire, ate sweets, and sang songs. Later, they were already inside the tent and Blanca Cristina suggested watching horror videos on YouTube. Not very convinced, Celeste Lucia agreed. It was 3 a.m. and the sisters fell asleep with the phone still on, which caused it to reflect light outside and attracted many insects and animals. They woke up screaming, tried to escape, but it was already too late. The insects ate them alive and their remains stayed in the tent forever. For this reason, you shouldn't use hotel towels. Jocelyn Michaela was on vacation at a hotel. She was very rude and liked to complain about everything and mistreat the staff. One afternoon, she was at the pool and got very angry because the towels were very rough and hurt her face. She called the staff, yelled at them, and threw the towels at their heads. She went back to her room and they had already left new towels for her. With an apology note, Jocelyn Michaela tore it up and went to take a shower. When she finished and dried off, she started to feel something strange on her face and all over her body until she fainted. When she woke up, she was tied to the bed and the housekeeper was there watching her. She told her that she had dried herself with towels made of human skin, which she had woven herself from the skin of former guests who mistreated her. And now would she do the same with her beautiful skin, and would she be used as a towel to wipe butts forever? For this reason, you shouldn't pick up furniture from the street. Lourdes, Catalina, and her mother were coming back from the store when they saw a beautiful antique piece of furniture thrown out on the street. They decided to pick it up, cleaned it, painted it, and restored it to put it in Lourdes Catalina's room. That night, the girl was very calm and started to hear some strange sounds and whispers coming from the piece of furniture. She went to see what was happening, but something strange happened the next day. Her mother went to wake her up, but she couldn't find her. That piece of furniture was actually not a piece of furniture. It was a portal that would take you to hell forever. For this reason, you shouldn't celebrate your birthday. Martina Maricel was a girl who was a fanatic of horror movies. She was so obsessed that she spent all her time watching scary shows. Her birthday was coming up and her mother was organizing a party for her. She asked her if she wanted her to hire a clown to entertain at her birthday, but she said no, she wanted someone dressed as a vampire. That way she could impress all her guests, right? Very convinced, her mother hired an entertainer and asked him to come dressed as a vampire. At the party, Martina Maricel was very anxious to see the entertainer. The moment arrived and the vampire came out and started biting all the guests. Martina Maricel was laughing until she realized he was actually biting them for real. The entertainer wasn't a human, he was a real vampire who ate everyone, ruining her birthday forever. For this reason, you shouldn't go to Zumba classes. Selena Celeste loved working out. She spent all her time training and playing sports. One day, she received a mysterious note inviting her to a huge Zumba class, a free one. Selena Celeste, very excited, decided to go. When she arrived at the studio, the class had already started, but she joined in without any problem. After a while, she started to feel a bit tired and somewhat dizzy, but she kept going without paying much attention to it. Suddenly, one of her classmates fainted when she tried to help, and then everyone else also started fainting. Selena Celeste tried to run, but she was paralyzed. When she looked around, she realized what was happening. The teacher wasn't a teacher, she was a demon who had come to Earth to steal human souls. And she also took Selena Celeste's soul forever. For this reason, you shouldn't eat sweets before going to bed. Miranda Liliana was a spoiled girl who spent her time bothering her neighbors, making prank phone calls, and always spying on them to see what they were doing. One afternoon, one of the neighbors came back from shopping and the girl took the opportunity to distract him and steal one of his bags. Very satisfied with her feat, Miranda Liliana checked what was in the stolen bag and it was full of candy. She ate them all and fell asleep. When she woke up, Miranda Liliana felt a strong stomachache and she got up quickly to go to the bathroom. She ran out, but she slipped on the candy wrappers she had eaten and fell down the stairs. Unfortunately, Miranda Liliana did not survive, but they say that every night her ghost returns in search of candy. For this reason, you shouldn't buy used mattresses. Sandra Yasmina had a lot of money, but she was very stingy. She liked to bargain for everything she bought and she always got her way. One day, she saw in a store that they were selling a very cheap used mattress. Of course, she bargained for it and got it for $1. Very proud of her purchase, she went back home carrying it herself because she didn't want to pay for delivery. She noticed it was a bit heavy, but she didn't think much of it. That night, when she went to bed, she heard some strange noises, but she was so tired that she fell asleep deeply. In the morning, when she woke up, her house was completely empty. Sandra Yasmina didn't realize that there was a person hidden inside the mattress who came out while she was sleeping and took all her things forever. For this reason, you shouldn't take a shower at 3 in the morning. Yamila was the owner of a hotel spa. She seemed very nice, but in reality, she would enter the guest rooms when they weren't there and steal all their valuable belongings. One night, Yamila did the same thing, but this time she found a large amount of money. She was so happy that she decided to take a bath in the jacuzzi to celebrate. It was 3 in the morning and Yamila fell asleep inside the jacuzzi. She realized that one of the windows was open. When she woke up, it had gotten so cold that the water had frozen and she couldn't get out. She screamed and screamed, but no one heard her. That's how Yamila ended up trapped and frozen forever. For this reason, you shouldn't dye your hair. Paloma Pamela was obsessed with her appearance. She liked to look very good all the time. One day, she discovered she had a gray hair. She bought the cheapest dye at the supermarket and dyed it herself. That night, Paloma Pamela felt a bit strange, but she didn't pay much attention to it, thinking it was because she was tired. Later, she started hearing voices in her head telling her she had to do very bad things. The voices got more and more intense, and Paloma Pamela started screaming and running all over her house. The dye was so strong that it had penetrated the skin on her head and reached her brain. And that's how Paloma Pamela went crazy and was committed to an asylum forever. For this reason, you shouldn't take out the trash at 3 in the morning. Esperanza Mariela worked at a clothing store. She liked to read and study in her free time. That's why her co-workers made fun of her and kept bothering her. Esperanza Mariela was so kind that she let it go and never said anything to them. One night, they had to stay late organizing and cleaning the store. She finished her tasks and politely asked them if they could take out the trash because she needed to leave early, but they just made fun of her. They told her yes, but it was already 3 a.m. and they had just finished. They went outside to take out the trash, and as they were approaching the dumpster, some wolves came out of the darkness and ate them alive. Esperanza Mariela had put meat in the trash bags to attract the wolves, and that's how she enjoyed her revenge forever. For this reason, you shouldn't use the microwave at 3 in the morning. Estela Hazmin spent all day in her room. She was messy and didn't help with the house chores. One night, her mother, already very tired of the situation, told her that she had to go to bed early and the next day, no matter what, clean everything up, otherwise she would be punished. Very angry, Estela Hazmin locked herself in and of course didn't listen to her. It was 3 in the morning and she got very hungry. She decided she would go to the kitchen quietly and look for something to eat. She found a sandwich in the fridge and put it in the microwave to heat it up. While waiting, she got distracted by her cell phone. After a while, the girl remembered and quickly took it out, but it was so hot that she dropped it on the floor and the sandwich caught fire. Desperate, she tried to put it out, but she couldn't. The kitchen caught fire and Estela Hazmin was punished forever.